Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the David Mead Show. I'm your host tonight, David Mead. Um, we got a lot of things. We got some things to talk about tonight. If you want to watch my broadcasts, I'm on Fall River Media and YouTube, and also Facebook X. And also, yes, Twitter X. I'm sorry, it's Twitter X. So if you want to watch my show tonight, you can, and please just listen to what I have to, I have to say tonight. You know what I'm saying? Because there's going to be a lot of things to talk about with McCarthy, and we're also going to be talking about Jim Jordan, and see what's gonna go on from there. So, and plus, we're gonna be actually talking about a lot of other things too before my time's up on my show. So, I'm not gonna get into all the details tonight. We're going to try to, keep this very short and sweet and right to the point, and that's it. And let's get going. And I'm going to start off with the weather tonight. Clear, Fall River 70s, clears, highs 83s, lows 58s. 70s, 69, 66, 65, 63. 62 and 61, 60 at 1 a.m., 59, 59, 60 at 5 a.m., 6 a.m., 60 degrees, 6:45 a.m. The sunrise at 6:45, 7 a.m. At the cloudy at 60, 8 a.m. At your 5-day forecast from Fall River Media News, and Saturday. It looks like it's 75%. 75%. Looks like it's cloudy. Going to have a little bit of rain on Saturday. So they fought on Saturday. Tonight, I want to actually talk about Kevin McCarthy. I mean, that was a swing and a half, okay, with Kevin McCarthy, because I mean, wow, got ousted just like that. And then come to find out, I'm going to go on. Then come to find out uh, that, he was wearing, a Ukraine flag on his shirt. And for what I understand, he was actually mocking the Democrats, which is, I don't know. I mean, I personally, me, I mean, I'm a conservative. I'm a Republican conservative, and I don't know. I mean, you know, people could say anything. People could say that Kevin McCarthy was mouthing off to the Republicans. Who knows? I don't know. Until I get some, evidence, like a video maybe, then I could actually, play that and stuff too as well. Jim Jordan, is looking to run for the House Representative. He's from Ohio. He's a he's also Republican, and he's also a Republican. So I just kind of like really want to actually put that out there in the. I just actually want to actually put that out there because I think it's the actual right thing to do. But Jack Pozo, when a R Republican is going to understand Hunter wasn't just a sex trafficking Ukraine girls, but in a millions of these transactions where money laundering and from the ob, ob, oil rich. Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, but look at it. See, um, you know, but we do understand. we do understand that Hunter Hunter wasn't a sex trafficking Ukraine girls, but he wasn't. Okay, I mean, but he was doing laundering money and all this other stuff too. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, laundering money, and making bad deals behind closed doors with the Russians. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's all that was. You know what I'm saying? So, breaking news: GoFundMe GoFundMe for girlfriends of the far left is actively brutally murdered, raising over 50 million in 24 hours after she refused to give black suspect description to police. Wow, imagine that, huh? She was wow. That's crazy. She was murdered. Holy mackerel, man! That's crazy. That's nuts. Friends for far left activist Ray Carson, who was a brutally murdered in Brockton, killer victim, broken system. Well, yeah, it's yeah. I mean, you got a crazy broken system. So eh, Hollywood has been pushing protective programmings for females priests for the last few years, and having nuns act as a priest and ex- exhorted in honor of movies. We are now seeing pop French pushing. Oh my God, man, this is like all getting crazy. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyways, I'm going to go to. With all that being said, I just want to pop down here a little bit because I just got a breaking news in here a little bit. Uh, Prevention Society by Fourth Property that'll save this 1887 Fall River tenant. Wow. Fall River Prevention Society of Fall River adding its growing real estate portfolio if historic houses are buying top of the homes not particularly celebrating historically but significant triple deckers. The non-profits were advocating for saving of local history and horticulture and recently closed on their purchases on a tenement at 155 Linden Street, which is calling the log looking house after his original owner. Properties transferred records shows that society bought the home last month of 560,000 and a building containing with 3 units and 3 bedrooms each. You know what that's going to go for later on. I can actually imagine what's that's going to go for. So we are excited to announce that the uh, questions of our fourth homes prevention society. Wow. Yeah, I used to live on that street there, Linden Street. Yeah, a long time ago. That street's a really good street. But wow, I mean, I can't understand. You know, I mean, why would McCarthy, do that? You know what I'm saying? And ruin his career as being a House Speaker. You know what I'm saying? I mean, actually, he was doing so good, and all of a sudden, boom. I mean, I mean, so yeah, so he wants to side with the Democrats. That's how that was. But I mean, let's hope that they find some kind of Speaker of the House. You know what I'm saying? So I hope so, because we do need a Speaker of the House, even though we have a Republican conservative in there that is the Speaker of the House, and he's kind of pretty mad. I kind of like really saw him slam that gavel. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he's pretty upset. For what's going on in the inside the rep inside the house. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we do need a House representative to to get things going. I mean, without a House representative, we can't get things going. You know what I'm saying? So
James Kilgus.
Wait a second, Mr. Kilgus. Hello?
Hello?
Hello, what's happening, Mr. Kilgus?
Hey, am I on the show?
Oh, you're on now.
Hello?
Say hello. Well, this is my good friend James Kilgus, and he's also my co-worker, and I would like for people to have and listen to what he has to say, and have let's have respect, for everybody involved. So, so how you doing, James?
Not bad, not bad.
And yeah, we were just getting into a few things. The reason why today I didn't want to stop my show, at 8 o'clock, because I have things to do tomorrow, and your buddy, he was waiting for you to call. Yeah.
Well, yeah, my Wi-Fi's been choppy.
Yeah, I know. I'm glad that you got your Wi-Fi, fixed here. So, and I mean, I was actually talking about Kevin McCarthy, because, I saw a video of Terrence, Terrence Williams. He's a conservative, and he don't even like Kevin McCarthy. He was actually dogging him, believe it or not. And
Yeah, well,
and saying, why did you have to go and do that? You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
I mean,
well, he ended up becoming the first ever speaker to be voted out of his position.
yeah. No, go ahead, talk. You can speak. Go ahead.
So yeah, he became the first speaker to ever be voted out. That's never happened before.
No, that's never happened that's never happened before. You're right.
Well, he was a terrible speaker. Oh my God.
Well, I'm getting the hang of that now, because Terrence Williams, he was actually dogging him, and this is I don't want to say the word because I don't want to get shut down, but if you know what I'm trying to tell you.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he was actually dogging him.
Well, you know what? Kevin listened to the wrong people, and at the end of the day, those same people got him out of there.
Yeah. Well, his own party. I mean,
He got picked up by his own party.
yeah. I mean, I don't know what to say either. But again, we were just talking about Jim Jordan too, running for Speaker of the House too. You know what I'm saying? Even though we got a temporary speaker.
Well, yeah, we got a temporary one, but I mean, there has to be a freaking speaker in there. There has to be one.
Because without a speaker, we cannot get anything done.
Nothing can get done.
That is true. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, who is there? Jim Jordan, Steve Scalise, who's the House Majority Leader. So
Yeah.
his name's been popping up. Byron Donalds from Florida. Apparently, they put his name on there.
Yeah.
And, maybe Hakeem Jeffries, if he gets moderate Republicans on.
Well, I mean, if he gets moderate Republicans, but I don't even see that's going to happen.
Yeah, well,
I mean, you know how that goes.
yeah, well, I mean, He's probably going to be speaker eventually.
Well, yeah.
Especially in the 2024 U.S. House elections, which I do think Democrats are going to retain. So, since in the polls, Dems actually have a good shot of taking the House back again.
Well, we can always see. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna say never, but I'm gonna say maybe. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? You know what I'm saying? It's actually been going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It's been going back and forth since what? 2021.
I think the Dems are going to take the House back, but for the Senate, who knows?
Well,
that's going to be decided by like Montana and Ohio.
Yeah.
It's really going to come down to them.
I
don't know, man. I mean, both Montana and Ohio have pretty popular Democratic senators.
Yeah.
So who knows?
Well, we'll see what happens. You never know. You know what I'm saying? So the hat could flip the other way too. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm not saying it hasn't, but it has because I've seen it for myself too many times throughout the years when the presidentials came up. But I want to talk about Sanctimonious because Sanctimonious he wants to challenge Donald Trump, former president, to debate, and and we know that you're not in favor of Trump because we know this. Okay, I know that for sure, but it's okay. And do you think that despite that what DeSantis had said that he wants to challenge Trump in the debate, do you think that DeSantis has a chance against Donald Trump as you see it?
Absolutely no chance.
Thank you.
Absolutely no chance. Look. First of all, we don't know why DeSantis is even still running. I don't know how he hasn't even dropped out already. He's honestly one of the worst, if not the worst candidate I've seen in this whole campaign trail. He's absolutely abysmal.
Well, yeah. He's.
This guy keeps promoting freedom in Florida, but again, he's banning books. He's banning history. He's even signed off a curriculum which said that like slaves benefited from slavery. Like this is the guy we're talking about.
Yeah, DeSantis though. I agree with you. I think DeSantis. I think he should just drop out. You know what I'm saying? Because
apparently he wants to get rid of all. He wants to get rid of like state income taxes and like replace it with the national 23% sales tax.
Yeah.
Which will make things much more expensive than they are now.
Well, no, you can't get rid of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, that's what he's advocating for. And he wants a federal 6-week ban. I'm telling you, this guy would be an absolute disaster.
No, you're right. You're right. Yeah, he is. And
he's way too right-wing to be in charge of a country like this. My take on that. DeSantis will actually screw up this whole country. You know what I'm saying? So, and we just don't. We actually just don't want him to. Do that. You know what I'm saying? It's. And my point. I'm glad though that you and I. You know what I'm saying? Just because you are Dem. And I'm a Republican. At least we get this. Yeah, I'm a progressive.
Yeah, well, you're a progressive wing, right? But I'm glad though that we got to talk back and forth. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this is how it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
especially with garbage candidates like DeSantis.
oh my God, DeSantis. Yeah, DeSantis is.
But yeah, he has no shot against Trump.
No, not at all. Not at all.
He's one of the worst debaters I've ever seen.
Yeah, DeSantis.
And you know what? It seems like every time he answers a question for one of the debates, he doesn't even answer the question.
No, he doesn't.
He goes on and on about something else. He talks so much without actually answering anything. It's extraordinary.
That's true. That is true. DeSantis.
And it's not just him. Vivek Ramaswamy does the same thing. Tim Scott.
I mean, it's.
Your favorite.
Oh my God! Oh, you're talking about Pence.
Like everybody except for like Chris Christie and Nikki Haley.
Well, Nikki Haley ain't she a Republican?
Yes.
Well, Nikki Haley, I would love to. Nikki Haley, I would love to. I would love to see her and Trump go for a debate. You know what I'm saying? I would love to see that.
Well, you know what? If Trump ever gets his ass to one of the debates, then you'll see it.
Well, yeah. Well, you know why? There's always a reason why. That he doesn't want to go get to the primary debates because of a Pence. You know what I'm saying? It's not that he's scared. You know what I'm saying? It's not. I don't want to swear on my show. It's not that he's scared. It's not that. It's just that he just doesn't like Fox News, and you can't blame him.
well, you know what? It doesn't matter. Look, in order to be president of the United States, you have to do this.
Well,
it's like applying for a job, but when the employer calls you and wants to schedule an interview with you, you can't be like, oh no, I'll skip on it. But in order to get the job, you have to go to this mandatory interview. Nah, I won't go.
Well,
you see how that doesn't make any sense?
Yeah, true.
No, there needs to be a federal law which states that all candidates have to debate. They have to get up on that stage.
Yeah. Which is true, yeah.
I'm really surprised about that.
Yeah, I've been surprised. I've been thinking about that too myself.
It's not just Trump that's doing it. It's Biden's doing this too. He has.
Yeah, he doesn't want to go on. See, Biden don't want to go. Biden don't want to go debate Trump either. You know what I'm saying? So.
His reasoning is because he's up against RFK Jr. and Marianne Williamson by like 1 million points, and so because of that logic, he won't go.
Yeah, he's not gonna debate anybody. Trump won't. I mean, Biden won't either. So I mean,
Biden's not doing it, and Trump's not doing it either.
Well, so you got both sides are not doing it.
Yeah, exactly.
So I mean, yeah, well.
Both Biden and Trump are leading by like 1 million points in their own primaries, and they just won't go. But
you know something though. But I think though it's gonna be Trump and Biden when you know what I'm saying? Again. Yeah.
You know what? If that happens, then voter turnout's gonna go down.
Yeah, well, for Biden, anyways.
Go down if it's Biden and Trump again.
Yeah. Well, he's gonna. I mean, I think I'm not gonna say. I mean, but I'm just gonna say. I'm stuttering again. But I'm gonna say that Trump's got a pretty good handle, on Biden right now. So I mean, You know, he's got a pretty good handle on it. I've seen the polls. You know what I'm saying? Not the original polls, but I've seen.
You do realize there's a lot of polls that are Republican biased, right?
I've seen a lot of them.
You really have to be careful.
No, I've seen a lot of them. I know what's biased out there, and I know what's not. I seen a lot. I seen it. You know what I'm saying? You know, but see, out of respect, okay, out of respect, you know, when somebody, you know, when they keep, you know, slamming on that one candidate like that, you know, and then you know the people are going to start thinking and say, wow, how come they're slamming on this candidate all the time, and you know, and how come it's only this candidate but no other candidate? You know what I'm saying? And the people think, you know what I'm saying? Wow, you know something? There's something must be going wrong here. You know what I'm saying? And this is why Trump's numbers are going up.
That's exactly what's going to happen, dude. It's politics.
Yeah, it is.
And plus, that's exactly what happens when we're stuck with a two-party system like we have now.
And you know something? I hate to break the bad news to you. We're always going to have a two-party system, James.
Well, yeah, actually, I want to contradict that, because there is a poll that was released where like 66% of all Americans want the Electoral College abolished, and there's only like 30% that want to keep it.
Wow.
So,
I'll take a bite at that.
Younger Americans just want it gone because, look, let's be frank here. The Electoral College, it's a disaster.
Yeah,
It's an absolute disaster. It is the biggest reason why we always have a two-party system, and why third-party candidates like whoever runs for like the Green and Libertarian parties and whatever. They don't ever win anything because of our broken voting system.
Well, we gotta get the voter system back up there. You know what I'm saying? You know, and
one of the biggest solutions is look, we need to get rid of the Electoral College and adopt the popular vote system, like ranked choice voting.
Yeah. Well, we gotta do something because.
People are so fed up with the whole it has to be a Republican and Democrat. People are getting tired of that.
Yeah. Well, they have to be. It has to be one of the two. So I mean.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because of our current system.
Yeah. It has to be one of the two. But it won't. Ever since I got into politics, let me reflect back on a few things. Ever since I was a kid growing up, my grandfather, well, not my grandfather, but my grandmother and my father, they always told me that because I always questioned about what's going on in politics, and they used to tell me that politics is the dirtiest thing to get into. And I says, wow, is that right? They goes, yeah. And they said, well, and I always questioned, how come we have, as I got older, I always questioned about a two-party, how come we have a two-party and not, a third one? They said it's always been like that, you know what I'm saying? So, it always been like that. I says, wow, really?
That's a garbage answer.
Yeah.
Well, it's always been like that.
Well, I mean, yeah, but it's always been, you know what I'm saying? But then again, we do need a third party, you know what I'm saying? And if we can get a third party, then it'll be fine, you know what I'm saying? But
not just third parties, multiple parties, really.
Yeah, well, we only need we got just only a two-party system. We only need one more to make a third.
In this current system, third parties have no chance.
Well,
I mean, one of the most successful third-party candidates in this era was was Ross Perot back in the 1990s.
Yeah.
When he ran up against Bill Clinton and George H.W. Bush.
Yeah, and he lost.
Yeah, well, you know what? He ended up getting 20% of the popular vote, and he didn't even win a single electoral vote.
Wow.
He didn't win one. So, it just shows how much third parties and independents are screwed in this electoral college environment.
Yeah.
I also failed to mention that in this current system we have a winner takes all system, which means that let's just say like if somebody wins Wisconsin, they're gonna win all the electoral votes, every single one of them.
Yes, they will.
Hence being a winner take all system.
Well, yeah, and especially when Trump has his debate with Joe, and he's gonna our former president is gonna, he's gonna take all the college electoral college votes and then some already. I'm saying so. I mean.
Well, that's how the whole thing operates. If you win a state, that's it. You win every single electoral vote in that state.
Wow. I didn't even know that.
Except for two states in Maine and Nebraska, they actually do it proportionally.
Yeah.
Which means that their electoral votes are actually divided up into districts.
Yeah.
And then there's an at-large district where you win the remaining electoral votes based on the popular vote.
Yeah. It's
The fact that we only have two of those is absolutely embarrassing.
Yeah.
So in electoral college, everybody always goes to the swing states, and nobody ever goes to states like let's see, like nobody ever goes to like New Mexico, Vermont, Idaho, Wyoming, those states. Nobody ever goes there.
Yeah. No, nobody does.
No, and one of the biggest critics of abolishing the electoral college, they go, "Oh, all right. Well, if you get rid of it, then the elections are going to be decided by like New York and California." That's wrong.
Yeah. Well, I hope something changes in 2024. So, and I do hope, right now everything. Right now, even though we have a temporary Speaker of the House right now, Republican, conservative, I went on Twitter and I saw him slamming the gavel, and he was pretty kind of like really upset, for what's going on in the House. So I mean, it's.
Well, it just shows how much of a gigantic crybaby that guy is.
Well, I mean, it's not so much of being a crybaby, per se. It's so much that in other words, he had to take over the House temporarily. You know what I'm saying? Because of because of McCarthy's misleading. You know what I'm saying? And messing things up, I guess.
And also McCarthy being weak as hell.
Yeah.
Extremely weak.
Well.
Because he kept appealing to the MAGAs way too much.
Well, he also, and the reason why too is because I'm going to mention this. He had a Ukraine flag inside of his shirt pocket. I'm saying too. So I mean, and that's why the conservatives voted. That's why the Republicans voted him out too. So I mean,
that's just only a part of it.
Yeah.
That's not the main reason. That's just a part of it.
Well, I mean that too with the flag. You know what I'm saying? So.
Actually right in that regard.
Yeah.
Which just shows how out of touch some of these radical Republicans are.
Well,
But no, McCarthy allowed people like Matt Gaetz and Marjorie Taylor Greene to have so much power over him. The fact that he allowed that to happen was completely ridiculous. He was extremely uncompromising, except for only two occasions: the debt ceiling agreement and the current, and also the other agreement to keep the government funding. Those were the only times where he actually even bothered to work with Democrats, which again is extremely appalling as a speaker because you're supposed to work with everybody.
well, kind of, yeah. I mean, I'm not going to say no. You're supposed to.
Speaker is to work with everyone.
Well, you have to work with everyone.
The night before he got ousted, he was caught he was talking a lot of trash to Democrats, which was a very poor move on his part because every single Democrat voted to oust him. Because again, McCarthy didn't want to work with them, so why should they save him?
Yeah. Well, he ain't gonna be working with them now. So now you have the House majority temporarily.
District for once.
Yeah. Well, then you have the House majority, temporarily being a House Speaker for now, and then and Jim Jordan wants to be a House Speaker. You know what I'm saying too. So I mean,
probably Jim Jordan, Steve Scalise, who's the House Majority Leader.
yeah,
There's Byron Donalds of Florida, and a few others I'm not thinking of.
yeah. Well, I mean, they want to be House Speakers, and we have, and on both sides, I mean, we got to give them a chance. You know what I'm saying? And see what they can do.
And there's also the extremely unlikely chance of Hakeem Jeffries being Speaker if he gets enough moderate Republican support.
I never heard of that happening before.
I mean, to be fair, I think that's going to be like a 10% chance.
Yeah, that's that. I mean, I'm not saying it'll never happen, but you never know. You know what I'm saying? You'll never know.
If that happens, that'll be the first time where a Democratic Speaker will be in a Republican owned House.
Yeah, but we'll see. You know what I'm saying? But it could be a chance. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see. I never heard of it before. So I mean, but maybe it'll be the first time for me. You know what I'm saying? So I never heard of it before. We'll see it. See what happens. But we have a temporary Republican in there now. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we know.
and we have to, and again we have to have a House Speaker in order to get things done.
And this happened right after Senator Dianne Feinstein passed away.
Yeah, and he was a Republican, wasn't he?
After she passed away.
She was a Republican, right?
No, she was a senator of California.
Oh.
Well, you don't know who she is, Dianne Feinstein?
I heard of her. I heard of her.
Yeah, well, she ended up passing away in office.
Oh. Somebody else is going to be taking her place.
Well, yeah, the governor of California just picked somebody to finish out the rest of her term.
Well, I mean, they should have been an election.
Well, that's the thing. There is going to be an election at the end of the year. Not the end of the year, but there's going to be there's the Senate elections in 2024, so that seat's already going up.
Yeah.
It's just that in the state's constitution, I believe, the governors can actually appoint people to finish out the predecessor's term, and then there's going to be an election for when the next Senate elections are.
And if
which in this case will be in 2024.
Yeah, and if that whoever took her place, that if she does good or he does good, that they're gonna keep him in office.
I don't know, maybe. I mean, it depends.
Yeah, whoever runs is it, who did they pick, a guy or a girl?
The person that took over Feinstein's LaFonza Butler. I'm honestly not a big fan of her.
Well, if she does good, then they'll keep her in office. But if she does bad, then they're not going to keep her in office. They'll end up just Okay, see you later.
Well, and also there's gonna be other high profile Democrats running in that election too. So
Yeah.
I mean it's already gonna be a crowded primary anyway.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, I can see it already, yeah.
Well, no, there's already three main ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just gonna make that primary even crowded.
It's ridiculous, yeah. Oh, we'll see what happens. I mean, right now things are messed up right now.
Yeah.
You know, things are like kind of like really crazy right now. And, the House is, well, I mean, the House of Representatives is not messed up right now because we have a temporary Republican,
The
Republican here.
fact that this is even happening in the first place is absolutely embarrassing.
Well, it's embarrassing to,
This is the first time a speaker's ever been removed.
yeah, it's embarrassing. Yeah, you're right.
And to add insult to injury, it was by his own party.
Yeah, that was like total embarrassing. It was. I mean, I never ever seen that in my whole entire life. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you know what? I know it's even more embarrassing.
What's that?
The fact that it took 15 rounds of voting for him to win in the first place.
Yeah, I kind of like knew that.
15 times.
Yeah, 15 times. That's
That should have been a red flag that McCarthy wasn't gonna last long.
yeah, Jesus. Ah, I mean, yo, well, I don't know. It's actually all messed up.
Yeah.
You know, and we have to.
DeSantis wasting his time.
Yeah.
Debating Trump and Gavin Newsom.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Those are my.
Yeah, it is. It's.
Yeah, and please never let Fox News host these debates ever again.
Well, I'd rather not have Fox News host these debates again. I really don't want Fox News to be doing that.
Did that absolutely horrible. It felt like a reality show more like than an actual primary debate. It felt like a reality show.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah, just don't let Fox News.
I mean, Fox News right now shouldn't even be. Right now, Fox News shouldn't even be hosting those debates. You know what I'm saying?
Literally at Fox News that was found liable of defamation against Dominion voting systems.
Really?
One of the only times where a defamation case actually went to the plaintiffs.
Oh, no way. Damn.
Well, not plaintiffs, because Dominion was the.
I'd rather see CBS. I'd rather see CBS News. Run the primary debates, or Newsmax or RSBN run the debates. You know what I'm saying? I just can't stand Fox News, man, because they are the source of the problem. Okay.
And they're also one of the biggest sources of right-wing propaganda in the whole country.
Yeah, I mean, look what they did, and let me tell you, them are the ones. Okay, I know. Do you see a remote in my hand? They are the ones. Okay, that Fox News is the one that caused half this problem too. You know what I'm saying? During the 2016 debates too. You know what I'm saying? Believe it or not.
I didn't know Fox was even hosting those.
Yeah, they were. They all every 4 years they host presidential debates. You'll never see.
I know that. I just didn't know how long Fox News has been hosting them for.
A long time.
Ugh.
Yeah, they've been, and let me tell you, every time I watched a presidential debate, they've been so biased against the candidates. You know what I'm saying? That were running for president. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, instead of saying, "Hey, all right, okay, listen, look, I gave your turn, so now it's the next candidate's turn. You know what I'm saying? Each take a turn. You know what I'm saying? You know?
Well, that doesn't even happen anymore. Everybody always interrupts each other.
Yeah. Well, look at Hillary when she was interrupting our former president Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? Look at, and then he says to her, "Well, you ought to be in jail," which is true. I mean, look what happened to her when she was Secretary of State. How come they didn't investigate her emails? Where did her emails go? You know what I'm saying? She's still,
Because of corruption, that's why.
yeah. Well, because of the FBI, the FBI director. I can get into the whole kit and caboodle today.
Also, yeah, you don't have, like, you can't forget, how the media said that, like, Hillary's email scandals were never true, and that it was made up, even though it was actually real.
Well, her emails, her emails, yeah. What happened to them?
Well, apparently they got, quote unquote dismissed. So.
Yeah, well, you know why? Because of the FBI director. Because the FBI director was involved with everything too.
I don't know why exactly, but there was a lot of shady stuff about that.
Yeah, and but they should have. How come they didn't investigate her? You know what I'm saying? Well, how come they didn't continue to investigate her? You know what I mean? And
well, I mean, like I told you, I don't know why.
yeah. And they should have. You know what I'm saying?
I never liked Hillary. I thought she was a terrible candidate back then.
Yeah, and she was also.
She was so elitist.
She
no
and
rural appeal whatsoever.
Yeah.
She didn't even have suburban appeal either.
And she was also a terrible Secretary of State too. I mean, she didn't do very much.
Well, you know what? It's so strange that she won the popular vote, but she still lost.
Well, yeah. Well, she lost. You know what I'm saying?
Well, she did, despite winning the popular vote.
But still, you know what I'm saying? I
mean, look, you even have to admit, like, look, that's really odd that most of the country actually got behind Hillary, but she still ended up losing.
Yeah, well, yeah. and she lost, and you know something, and she lost against Donald Trump too.
well, yeah, because Wisconsin,
Yeah.
Pennsylvania, and Michigan ended up voting for him.
Yeah.
Because again, Trump promised them that all right, guys, we're gonna bring the jobs here. We're gonna bring the jobs back here. And,
Yeah.
And you know what? That's so ironic he said that because of his 2017 tax cuts, that Tax Cuts Act, that actually ended up outsourcing over 200,000 jobs. And yeah, the jobs were not going back there indeed. Which is why in 2020, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, and Michigan voted for Biden. Because they were so sick of losing the jobs they were already losing under the Trump administration.
Yeah, well, it's not any better under the Biden administration.
I'm not the biggest fan of Biden. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I think he's way too centered for me.
Yeah.
But I mean, look, at least jobs are coming back under him. Unemployment has been the lowest it's been in like 70 years.
Well.
Because the national unemployment rate is at like 4-something%. That's the lowest it's ever been.
But why do we? But why? But why we have what? But why we have we? Why do we? Why is our unemployment office here is so high, and people are actually staying home and collecting unemployment instead of working.
Well, you know what? That's kind of their fault.
The
fact that they would rather keep collecting unemployment than getting a job. I think.
Yeah, there's been a hell of the unemployment here is way up there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, I mean, in the city of Fall River, it's a, our employment rate. I mean, look, it's not perfect. Don't get me wrong. Fall River's been a struggling city for, God, like 40 years.
Yeah.
I mean, I get that, but compared to places like New Bedford, New Bedford, Lawrence, and Holyoke, like it's, Fall Rivers is not the absolute worst.
Yeah.
There's other cities in Massachusetts that are actually pretty similar to Fall River. Like they were once textile cities, but then once that industry fell apart, then yeah, it's just gone to crap ever since.
Well, we had over here in Fall River, we had what do we have over here? We had the hat company over here that made hats and made a whole bunch of hats. We had Joan Fabric over here on North Main Street.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, textiles was like, I believe textiles made up of like 70% of Fall River's economy back in its heyday.
Yeah.
And then guess what? Once the mills closed, and with the city not really having a backup plan, I mean, they've been struggling ever since.
Yeah, well, I mean, look at the government that we have over here.
It's made up like the majority of your economy.
Yeah. But look at the government now, you know what I'm saying, that we have here in Massachusetts now, the city government, you know what I'm saying? I mean, look at it. I mean, they're not helping either, as much to make, Fall River better either. You know what I'm saying? They're not. You know what I'm saying? Look at the mayor that we have is not making Fall River better. You know what I'm saying? Look at him with his market rate housing. Look at them. We have we still have a $30,000 debt for Durfee High School, and now they want to tack on another $30,000 to build a tech school, right?
Oh, the Diamond School.
The Diamond School. They want to tack on another $30,000.
You know what? I'm actually glad you brought that up, because with the new Durfee School, people actually voted on that.
Yeah, I know. I mean, see?
People actually voted on that.
Well, I mean, I didn't mind.
I mean, at least I can understand with the Durfee School, because that one was falling apart.
Well, let's put it this way. It was leaking. They could have fixed it. You know what I'm saying? They could have fixed it and saved money. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the biggest problem is that, no, it was the whole school. The whole school was crumbling. The entirety of it was basically collapsing. Like it gotten so bad where there was a public referendum on that, in which Fall River voters ended up overwhelmingly voted in favor of the new one. So look, I understand for the new Durfee School and why that was relevant.
Yeah, but the mayor of the city of Fall River, okay, could have said, hey, look, before we tack on another $30,000, we should pay this off first.
Wait, hold on. Coogan wasn't even mayor when that happened. Jazel was mayor.
I know Jazel was mayor, but
Jazel was mayor when the new Durfee School was approved.
Yeah, but Coogan, now when Coogan took over, he should have looked at all the finances, right? He should have looked at all the finances and said, hey, look, you know what? Before we tack on another $30 million on Diamond, we should wait until Durfee's paid off first before we tack on another 30.
I was getting to that. I was just saying that look, the new Durfee School was absolutely necessary.
Yeah, well, we should have just waited for that to get paid off.
Durfee was necessary, but with Diamond, that brings up some questions.
Yeah, so now adding on another 30 million, for Diamond, right? That's raising questions right there.
Because apparently with the new Diamond building, apparently there was a grant that paid for like 100-something million for it.
Yeah, but we're always
The city then agreed. I believe it was to spend $6 million a year for like 30 years.
Yeah, but we're always borrowing all the time. You know what I'm saying? We're always borrowing grants and everything. I mean, we're always borrowing grants. We're getting grants and stuff like that. We're always borrowing. You know what I'm saying? We're always borrowing.
I was wondering if
No wonder we're in the hole.
I was wondering if the city could actually have would have renovated Diamond. That would have been half the cost.
Well, yeah, if they would have, they could have renovate Diamond for at least for $2 million. You know what I'm saying? For $2 million or $1 million, and had it fixed.
Well, it would have been like it would have been probably like 90 million.
Like 90 million? Well, that's cheap. 90 million just to renovate Diamond.
Instead of completely building a brand new school for over 300 million.
That's 300 million. You know what I'm saying? For 300 million, I mean, they could, build a great for 90 million, they could renovate it and fix it up.
That's what I was wondering. Because I was like, you mean to tell me that these people couldn't have renovated Diamond, the current building?
No, they couldn't at all. They couldn't.
I don't know. I mean, that kind of
That brings a lot of questions to the taxpayers too.
Yeah. Yeah, because we just got Durfee up, which was absolutely necessary.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if the new Diamond School was necessary though.
I went by there a few times, and Diamond is completely in good condition. You know what I'm saying? Diamond is in completely good condition, and it always has been. You know what I'm saying?
But why are they building a new one, which will cost nearly 300 million?
Yeah.
And the whole thing, and then the city has to pay like $6 million for 30 years. Of course, that's going to raise taxes up, and property taxes will go up.
You got it.
Yeah, look, I get it for Durfee. I understood that one. But for the new Diamond School, come on.
But that right there raises questions to the taxpayers, to everyone.
I mean, you're really telling me you couldn't renovate that place?
They could have renovated for 90 million.
But that didn't. It didn't happen.
Or they could have waited until Durfee was already paid off, then work on Diamond. But now we got that bill, and now we're gonna have this bill, and then when we're not here anymore, right? Now our grandkids, our kids are gonna be picking up the tab, which is not fair to them.
Yeah, no, it's not.
I mean, well, just look at it though. You know what I'm saying?
It seems like every time the city makes good decisions, they always follow it up by pretty questionable ones.
Yeah.
Like, again, the waterfront being redeveloped, the train that's going to be coming, those are good things.
Yeah, next year.
The fact that our waterfront is reviving, we actually have a rail link. We'll soon have a rail link to Boston. The rail link to Boston, that's going to be huge.
Yeah, well, that's a huge thing right there. Yeah, of course.
But then you follow up by lack of affordable housing. Lack of affordable housing. They're turning those abandoned mills into market rate apartments.
Yeah.
That's going to cost like $2,000 a month. Homeless. There's only one homeless shelter, and it's already maxed.
Yeah.
And now we have the Diamond New School DS.
And the housing authority too is already maxed.
Well, they've applications.
Yeah, an increase in applications. Yeah, that's already maxed out already. But
Right, I mean, it just shows how bad our affordable housing crisis is.
yeah, and nobody's doing nothing about the homeless. You know what I'm saying?
No.
I mean, the homeless now.
Apparently, only one shelter's been built, and that's it.
Well, we have to build. We have to build another homeless shelter. We got to build another
I mean,
one.
I even argue build like 3.
Well, yeah, build like 3 or 4, anyways. You know what I'm saying? You know, a couple of extra.
Yeah.
But that doesn't work.
Like,
Yeah.
like the city's gonna tell us, we can't do that. We can't do that. How are we gonna pay for it? And then there's this new diamond school that's apparently been approved.
Yeah.
Even though the current one is fine, they could have renovated it.
Yeah. They could have, but they didn't.
No.
You know, they did not renovate it. And even when I put in a proposal into it, you know what I'm saying? Why don't you renovate the building for the homeless shelter? You know, for the homeless people.
It got struck down. Nobody even bothered listening to it.
No, nobody listened to me. So I mean, this is the results that we get. And plus when they vote back in the same people all the time, I mean, what are you expecting? Okay, are you expecting different results? No. When you vote back into all the same ones, you're gonna expect the same results. But when you vote in new people, a new mayor, expect different results. That's what we need. We need different results.
I get that, but I don't know if Sam Sutter's the answer. I mean,
Yeah.
we took a gamble on him, and it really didn't go so well.
Yeah, I know, but you know why? Because there was some. I looked at the poll numbers, and when I went over and vote, and the poll numbers were very low over there where I vote. I think it's A-B, something like that. I don't know. It's right across the street from Shaker's Bar, I guess. But anyways, but the numbers were low over there. So, but we'll see what happens in November.
To be fair, those elections always had low voter turnout.
Yeah,
Extremely low.
yeah. And not today though. And then and plus, remember I was talking to you about about what happened on the SERTA on the scan. I heard on the scan that there was a big, huge fight on a bus. I mean, the police had to. I don't know which bus is it, but when I go out tomorrow, I know I have a certain person will tell me. You know what I'm saying? What happened? You know? And and the police had to been called. I mean. But and even on that too, they shouldn't be any fights on the SERTA bus, any at all. You know what I'm saying?
Well, there are. It's still happening.
Yeah, it is. You know, and I mean, as long as I've been taking the bus, there hasn't been no fights on it. You know what I'm saying? But I guess it happens afterwards. You know what I'm saying? You know, and. But anyways, if anybody out there is looking for a job, I mean, SERTA is hiring, and go inquire. For the job, they're only hiring for drivers. That's about it. I mean, if anybody out there is looking for a job, you know what I'm saying. But you have a license, and SERTA will, pay for you to get your CDL license too, as well too. So. Go inquire at a job if you're interested. So, but that's it. You know, and yes.
I actually wanted to bring one more thing up.
Go ahead.
For market rate housing, it's not Coogan's. Coogan really can't do anything about that, right?
No, it's the banks. We already know. We already discussed that.
Oh yeah, it's the banks. It's the housing market.
Yeah.
Coogan barely has any influence on that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I just wanted to bring that up.
Yeah, well, yeah, I know. I kind of like, but I wasn't even thinking so. But hey, it's it's the banks. You know what I'm saying? The banks are forcing him to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But
and
yeah, I mean, yeah, the banks are forcing.
terrible housing market too.
And there's another thing I like to bring up. Okay, and
And with the lack of a lack of a political will to construct more affordable housing too.
yeah. And another thing I want to bring up. Oh, you know what I'm saying? And I've been seeing this, and this has been talked about. This is a talk of the town. Um, the migrants in Somerset. I mean that too. You know what I'm saying? I mean that's why there's so many applications out there. You know what I'm saying? And we have to also take care of our people too, the homeless too as well. You know what I'm saying? And
I mean, I understand that, of course.
yeah, I mean that is ridiculous now. You know what I'm saying? Even the shelter, okay, and the hotels over there in Somerset. I mean, you want to see how jam packed they are over there? And
No, I know. One of the problems is that look, we don't know who these people are.
no, we don't.
Look, we don't know who they are. We can't just send them back to a country where they're not even from.
Yeah, well, I mean,
I mean, look, we have to know who they are first and what their legality is before we send them back to wherever they came from.
yeah, do we have to check these people out? You know what I'm saying?
And look, I would even be willing to say, like, all right, look, if you want to come here the legal way, and if you want to actually, like, go through the process to be an American citizen, then, hey, fair play to you. You know what? We're going to show you how to do it. But if
We
you're
will
not,
show them how.
look, we're going to send you wherever you came from.
Well, yeah, but if they want to be here legally, they want to be an American citizen. That's fine. You know what I'm saying? That is fine. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, you got to go through the process. You know what I'm saying? You have to. You know what I'm saying? The law requires that you go through the process if you want to be a citizen, unless if you have a problem. If you have a problem in your own country, then you would have to file for an emergency asylum and just to come over.
I was actually going to bring that up too.
Yeah, so you would.
It could be escaping from political turmoil in their own country,
Could be. Never know. Yeah.
or kind of like an Afghanistan situation where everything's crumbling apart and you can't stay. You can't stay, so you have to be forced to flee.
Yeah. So ain't there a political asylum for that?
No, there is. There is.
I mean, they could have used that too. You know what I'm saying? Most of them, they could have gotten green cards. You know what I'm saying? We have them. We do have them. And I think the Secretary of State does that. The political asylum.
Yeah.
I think.
Well, and also Laura Healy just had to declare an emergency because there's too many migrants apparently.
Too many. There's a lot of them. We
did that state of emergency in the first place.
Yeah, and we can't. What?
And you know what? I think why that happened because remember when Greg Abbott and Ron DeSantis sent migrants to blue states?
Yeah.
I think that's a part of it. Because people like Greg Abbott and Ron DeSantis kept sending busloads of migrants to Democratic states.
Yeah.
If you remember,
I think I remember him saying that, and I remember him doing that.
Yeah, because I think it was Greg Abbott that did this, that sent migrants to Kamala Harris' backyard. Yeah, he did that.
Go sleep in Kamala Harris's backyard. She's got a big home.
Ron DeSanctimonious sending migrants to Martha's Vineyard and the South Coast.
Martha's Vineyard is a small island. How can we fit all these people there?
I don't know, but De Sanctimonious decided to send him there anyway.
Oh, he's a moron.
You know, he really is.
Yeah, he is. I mean, in my opinion, I think he, you know, my opinion, I think he should just drop out of, you know, being,
He needs to drop out and just only focus on Florida.
yeah, that's what he needs to do right now. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, yeah.
He has no business being president.
No, he doesn't. I mean, I think he should just drop out himself. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm surprised he hasn't dropped out already.
I'm surprised too. You know what I'm saying? So I am.
Especially the fact that he's fallen to 4th place in the New Hampshire polls. He's dropped to 4th place.
Yeah, and he wants to debate Trump. Oh my God, man! Trump will wipe the floor with him.
Oh my God!
Damn.
Can you imagine seeing awkward Ron DeSanctimonious versus Trump?
Yeah. Oh, you know something? I would love to watch that debate. I would love to watch that fight. Yeah. Oh yeah. And watch Ron DeSanctimonious cry like a little baby. Oh well, I won that. I won that debate. I won.
And he'll try to awkwardly smile in the camera, and then he'll get rid of it because it's too painful for him.
Yeah. Too painful.
And I really want to see that the one between DeSantis and Gavin Newsom.
Oh my God.
The governor of California.
Yep. Yeah.
And you know what? Gavin even called him out. He said, "Look, he's running for president. Why is he doing a debate with me? He's an idiot."
Right. Yep.
and that's greasy Gavin Newsom saying that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, you know something? Ron DeSantis is an idiot. You know what I'm saying? He is. He's no good. You know what I'm saying? He's not. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna actually be the first to say that Ron DeSantis is no good. I think he should just drop out of the whole thing and take care of Florida. That's what I think.
Yeah, that's exactly what he should be doing.
Yeah, but
you know, he just won his 2nd term not a while ago. And there he is running for president.
Yeah. He wins his 2nd term, and then he abandons the Florida. He abandons his people in Florida and runs for president. He wants to take care of the country.
He's actually done this multiple times.
Doesn't his wife have cancer or something?
There was one time where he ended up leaving Florida. I think he went to Michigan or Wisconsin.
Yeah.
And he was promoting his freaking book, one of the recent books he's written, despite him signing off so many book bans in his own state. So he banned a lot of books in the state, but he's promoting his own autobiography.
Yeah.
And he did this when Florida had a tropical storm in Fort Lauderdale.
Yep.
And apparently the mayor of Fort Lauderdale said, "Oh yeah, well we couldn't contact the governor. You know, we can't get in contact with him."
Well, because he's too busy running for president of the United States. He wants to take care of the country.
Yeah, and he's so weak. He signed a 6-week ban in Florida in the middle of the night. So that way people wouldn't notice until the next day.
That's awful.
A 6-week ban, dude. And look, I understand that I do understand that you are on the pro-life side. I get it.
Yeah.
I get you, but a 6-week ban? I mean, come on.
Yeah, no, you're not. No, you don't go and do a 6-week ban like that.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah. I mean, ban books and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, you don't do that. You know what I'm saying? You don't. You know, it's. I mean, that there. I mean, again, you know what I'm saying? You know, I'm a conservative. I'm a Republican conservative, and you know something. And you know, and I mean, there's there's a lot that I agree. There's a lot that I don't agree. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, but again, I don't play both sides at all. You know what I'm saying? If I don't play both sides, if I don't agree, if somebody tells me something and I say, hey, look, you know what, I'm going to agree with you. You know what I'm saying? I don't play both sides. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, there's some things that I agree, but there's some things that I don't. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, that's how I work. You know what I'm saying? I don't just stick up for my party. You know what I'm saying? But I listen to both sides. You know what I'm saying? I listen to your side. I listen to my side. Okay, but if I think that my side is wrong, I'm going to call out my side and say, hey, you know something? Hey, you're wrong. You know what I'm saying? You're wrong. So right there.
Well, I do it all the time.
Yeah. So I mean, but if I think there's something wrong on your side, I'm going to call out your side and say, hey, look, you know what? It's wrong. You know what I'm saying? They shouldn't be doing it either. If you don't want my side to do it, so why would you have your side be any better? You know what I'm saying? So everybody should work together.
Yeah, which is not what's going on right now.
No, it's not happening.
No,
and,
absolutely not.
And I'm going to say it again. You know what I'm saying? And I know that I know that you're going to say, here we go again. But it's been happening way before you were born. Trust me.
Yeah, I am aware.
And it's been happening way before I was born. So I mean, and the only way to fix it is to talk about it and let them listen. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm glad for the live feeds too. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad for podcasts, and I'm glad for WSAR. I'm glad for Fall River Raw. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, well, I mean, but I wish I had another person on the side of me over here. I have an extra mic over here. I wish I had another person to come up and, sit and we could talk about the issues together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I wish. You know what I'm saying? I don't care who it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm just looking for, another person for this side over here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we can actually discuss, and discuss the issues like you call or something, and you can, and so on. But I don't have that. I don't have that luxury over here. You know what I'm saying? All I got is my punching bag over there, my flag hanging up on the wall over there, and and I have a little bit of light. You can see me, right?
No. I called you, so.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you did. That's right.
I called in, so.
Yeah, I'm glad you did. You know what I'm saying? And again, you know what I'm saying? I'm glad that, I'm glad to have you, on my show. You know what I'm saying? And, and we have respect for each other. You know what I'm saying? Even though you're a progressive and I'm actually a Republican conservative. You know what I'm saying? So we have respect for each other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we have respect for each other's opinions. And we're seeing, and as we're seeing, we're seeing both sides of what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So we're seeing it. And that's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? But and hope that we can resolve the issues, as this 2024 election continues to hold on here, as this 2024 election keeps getting closer. You know what I'm saying? So when it gets closer, and now we'll find out, who's going to be the next president of the United States of America. You know what I'm saying?
especially when we get more polling.
Yeah, so we have to get more pollings, and we have to get more pollings. We have to get actually the accurate pollings. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The accurate
Well,
numbers.
There's barely any polls between Biden and Trump right now. There's only a few.
Only a few, yeah.
There's actually been a lot of polls with Biden versus DeSantis, and yeah, Biden's been consistently leading against DeSantis by like 7 points.
Well, I'm pretty much that. I hope DeSantis, drops out. You know what I'm saying? Because I think DeSantis, I don't want to say it because I have it on YouTube right now, so I have it all on 3 platforms right now. I don't want to, say anything nasty or bad. You know what I'm saying? I just want to, try to keep it clean a little bit. But hey, I hope DeSantis pops out of the, I hope DeSantis pops out. You know what I'm saying? So, drops out.
Drop out.
And then take care of his own.
There's going to be a lot of politicians within like 20, 30 years.
Yeah.
And they're going to be like, yeah, you see DeSantis here? This is what not to do when running for something.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad though we have temporary. I'm glad we have a temporary House Speaker. You know what I'm saying? So that way we can get things done. You know what I'm saying? Even though the House Speaker is upset, I would be upset too.
Well, the two things is, he nearly destroyed his own gavel, and he also evicted Nancy Pelosi from her office.
He evicted her?
He evicted Pelosi from her office.
Really?
And I have no idea why.
He doesn't like her. If I was a House Speaker, I'd throw her out too. She's got a house to live in.
Well, I mean, she's worth $150 million freaking dollars.
Yeah, she got a house. She's got a brand new house to live in. Let her go live in the house.
$150 million she's worth.
Yeah, $150 million. Yeah, that's Nancy Pelosi for you. And she's 80-something years old. She wants to run for the House of Representatives again.
She's running again.
Oh my God, she's not going to get it. They're not going to give it to her.
Mitch McConnell might be running again in a few years.
Mitch McConnell?
We already have a senator of Iowa, Tim Grassley, who's 90 years old.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, hey, if he's 90 years old, hey, he's probably in good health.
Well, he shouldn't even be a senator. He should be retired.
That is true.
Oh my God.
Yep, that is true. He should be retired. He shouldn't be a senator anymore.
Still.
Yeah. Well, they're all a bunch of clowns. What do you want?
Hold on.
Mitch McConnell. So if anybody's out there, please share my videos, and please share the videos. Share my today's videos. And if anybody wants to listen to my live stream, they can listen to the replay of the live stream. You can go to my latest live streams on Fall River Media on Facebook and Fall River Media on YouTube. And you guys can listen to my previous live streams over there too as well. Yes, you can. And you can also share it. But still, hello? But still, we have to, get the message out there to these people. Because our... Okay. All right. He said he had to go, and he said, "Thanks for having him. Thanks for having him on." So yes, he had to go, and he said, "Thank you. You're welcome, James. No problem." and I will talk to you later at some point, and I would love to have you on again and continue on these talks about the issues that we have in here in the city that we're having here throughout this whole country. House Speaker McCarthy was ousted out of office. Not to say that he was calling the Democrats names, and not only that, I don't know about that, but all I know is that he had a Ukraine flag in his pocket as well, and so. But his own party, the Republicans, also had something to do with ousting him out of office too. And Terrence Williams also, was saying too, hey, goodbye. Terrence Williams, the book writer, was also mad at him too as well. You know what I'm saying? And and again, and you can't really blame you can't really blame the Democrats, and you can't really blame. No, that's okay. No problem, James. You're welcome to come on my show anytime. And you're a great co-worker. You're a great friend of me, my sons, my wife. And and you're a great friend to the families. We love you, James. We like you. You know what I'm saying? And you're a great friend. And and you're right. We have to talk to each other. We have to straighten out these issues and talk about these issues. We cannot we can't ignore the issues. We have to talk about them, because if we don't talk about the issues, guess what happens? You know what I'm saying? Then nothing will get done. So we all have to work together. You know what I'm saying? We have to. And we can't, be spelling out people, calling people names, and hurting people, and saying bad things about the both sides. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, we have to work together. Just because you're an aggressive, you're aggressive. I'm a Republican conservative. We do have to talk about these things, because if we don't talk about the issues, it's blocked. You know what I'm saying? So, but again, thank you. I appreciate you, coming on, and talking about Diamond, talking about the New Durfee, talking about McCarthy, talking about James Jordan, talking about both sides, Republicans and Democrats. You know what I'm saying? Because they are. It's a mess, and and the only thing that we can do is talk about the issues and talk about the things that they're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Because we are taxpayers of this country, and our taxpayers, our taxes pay for these kind of things. You know what I'm saying? Our tax money goes into government, and I'm glad. We had a chance again to talk about these issues, stuff that's going on in our government. You know what I'm saying? So our government, on both sides. I mean, like I told you before, it's dirty politics, and again, big people drop millions of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars to these people's campaigns. So, and they have to dedicate to the ones that drop that kind of money into into their campaigns, like the corporates, the big corporate companies, big companies like CEOs. They drop millions of dollars on the on their campaign. Okay, so if I was the CEO of a big company, and I say, hey, look, I'm going to drop $1 million onto your campaign. I want to come first before anybody else, right? And you know what know what the politicians are going to do? Whether if you're president, city council, or mayor, or a governor, you know what's going to happen? They're going to take care of the guy that dropped $1 million on their campaign. So that's what's going to happen. So I mean, it's been like that for hundreds of thousands of years, even before I was born. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like this has been happening. So again, it's dirty politics, and and it's dirty politics. It's the politics. It's dirty. It's all about money, and it has been about money. You know what I'm saying? For a very long time, since the day we were born. So, but let's keep up the good fight, and let's keep pushing the issues, and eventually, live streams like this, like podcasts, WSAR, Fall River Raw, and all the other podcasters. I hope the message gets out there to them and say, hey, look, listen to their podcast. I mean, they need to straighten out this country. This country needs to be straightened up, and that's the bottom line. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, you got to straighten out the company, because if we don't straighten out this country is going to be in a shambles. Okay, right now this country is struggling. Okay, America is struggling, and we're struggling really bad. Okay, we are, and I hate to say, I don't want to say that we're going strong. No, we're not going strong. We are struggling. We are struggling financially, and we do need to get this country back on track again. You know what I'm saying? We're losing billions of dollars. We're losing billions of dollars. Taxes are so high. We got market rate housing. Food prices are through the roof here, and which is, it shouldn't even be like that. Okay, it shouldn't. Okay, and again, I am ashamed of what's going on in our government right now. So I am ashamed. Okay, and yes, I do criticize politicians, even career politicians. I do criticize them, because you know why I criticize politicians? Because they say one thing and they do the opposite, and that's how politicians work. Okay, they will actually fill their pockets first before helping you. You know what I'm saying? So that's how that goes. I've been around. I'm going to be 57 years old, and I've been around in politics ever since I was 10. And let me tell you, I think I know enough. What goes on and between city, state, and federal politics. You know what I'm saying? So, and yes, I think I do know what goes on. So again, I would like to, I'm going to keep on fighting for what's right, and again, I'm going to put it out there, because if Mayor Paul Coogan wins the election in November, I will be out there protesting against Paul Coogan's removal from office, because I didn't like his attitude towards a young woman, a young woman with children. Okay, telling her, well, you should move back to Cumberland, or go look in the mirror, type thing. You know what I'm saying? So I will, if he gets in November, I will be out there and protesting for his removal from office. And so I just want to put that out there. Because Mayor Paul Coogan was a lack of disrespect to this woman instead of helping her. Okay, I mean, if you're the mayor of the city of Fall River, okay, you're supposed to help. You're not supposed to, as mayor of the city of Fall River, you're not supposed to go around criticizing people. And that's exactly what he did. Police body cam picked it up. Channel Target 12 picked it up and everything. So I will be out there in November. If Paul Coogan wins, I will be out there in November asking Mayor Paul Coogan to be removed from office because of his lack of disrespect to a woman with children. Okay, it's not right. Just because she was panhandling. Okay, just because she was panhandling, that's not right. Okay, that is not right. Okay, now that bothers me. Okay, when somebody, like the mayor of the city of Fall River goes and criticizes a woman, and telling her to go back to Cumberland and telling her to go look in the mirror. That's not right. Okay, that's not right. That woman had kids. Just because she was panhandling, so what? She was panhandling. So what? What's the big deal? So what? Okay, you could have asked. He could have went, hey, look, I'm the mayor of the city of Fall River. I could get you a voucher to get you back to your hometown where you wanted to go. Okay, you didn't have to. Okay, he didn't have to criticize her like he did. Okay, but again, if he gets back in, I'm going to be standing out and I'm going to be asking him for him to step down immediately from office. Because Because I don't think it's right. Okay, I don't think it's right at all to criticize a woman with children. Okay, I don't think it's right, and it's wrong. You know what I'm saying? It is. It's wrong for him. It's wrong for him to actually do that. Okay, and for me, I don't want a mayor in office that's going to go and criticize a woman, okay, with children, okay. If he cares so much about the city, okay, he could have turned that around and said, look, I'm the mayor of the city of Fall River. How can I help you? Okay, no, that bothers me. And you know something? If he makes it in office, okay, I will be standing out and asking him to resign and step down from office because for somebody like that, I don't need nobody like that as a mayor. And also having ties in the school committee with his cousins is whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I don't need him. I don't need it. Okay. He should have been more respectable to this woman with her children, okay, than disrespecting her, okay, and something, and I think he should, I think he should issue an apology in public, okay, he should issue an apology in public, okay. He should publicly apologize to that woman. Okay? That's what I think he should do. Publicly apologize. Okay? Publicly. Okay? And say, hey, look, you know what? I was wrong. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to disrespect this woman with her children. He should publicly apologize. Okay? Publicly to the people of our city. Okay? Publicly apologize. Okay? He should apologize. It's not right, okay? It's not right, because he shamed that woman, okay? He shamed her he shamed her on public television, okay? The Target 12 investigators were on scene, okay? The police body cams picked it up, and also Target 12 actually picked that up too as well, okay? He publicly ashamed that woman, okay? Which is, he shouldn't have shamed that woman, okay? If he's elected in November, I will be protesting and asking him to resign and step down from office unless he publicly apologizes to that woman, okay? Unless he publicly apologizes. I want to hear apology, okay? And I want this message sent out, okay? Sent, okay? out because you know something? He should apologize. Okay, he should apologize because I know. Okay, if I was the mayor of the city of Fall River and I done that and humiliate a woman with children, I would say, hey, look, you know, I would have to publicly apologize. Okay, but Mayor Paul Coogan should publicly apologize to this woman and say, look, I'm sorry, I apologize, I didn't mean to criticize you like that. I should have helped you instead of criticizing. He should, okay, apologize. He should apologize. You know what I'm saying? Because it was wrong for him to do that. Okay? You know, he was wrong. So right now, I have no respect for Mayor Paul Coogan, okay, until he apologizes to this woman publicly. I want to hear publicly, okay, apologize, okay, publicly. Okay, he should publicly apologize because it wasn't right. Okay, you know something, you know, and yeah, I am very upset with that. Okay, he should publicly apologize. Okay, if he doesn't apologize, he's not a man at all to apologize. Okay, he's not a man. Okay, you know, and if he, you know, and I will protest, and I will ask him I will ask him to step down from office. Resign. Okay, I want to hear apology. Okay, I want it to be on live where I could hear him apologize. Okay, apology would be more, sufficient. Okay, more respectful to apologize to this woman. Okay, you know. Even if she was panhandling, he didn't have to tell her, oh, well, you should go back to Cumberland where you came from. Oh, go look in the mirror. You think that's right to say that to a woman in front of her children like that? You know what I'm saying? Just because she was panhandling, okay, out in the street? You think it's right? Okay? It's not right. Okay? These people are homeless. Okay? He should be actually helping these people out. Okay? Instead of worrying about himself. Okay? He should be actually helping. Okay? That's why he's the mayor of the city of Fall River. A mayor has got an obligation to help the people of the city of Fall River, whether if you're from Cumberland, Westport, New Bedford, I don't care where you're from. Okay? You're supposed to help. Okay? People need help these days. Okay? People do. Okay? And you know what? Just regardless to that, I think the mayor should publicly make an announcement and apologize live publicly. I want to hear an apology from him. Okay? I want to hear him. Hey, look, I'm sorry for what I said. Apologize. Okay? Apologize goes a long ways around. Okay? Needs to apologize. Okay? You know? But let me tell you something. Hey, karma is out there. Believe me, I'm telling you. It is. And karma's out there. But he does need to apologize. Publicly. Okay? Publicly apologize. Okay? To this woman. Okay? Regardless of she was panhandling or regardless of what she said to him. Okay? Alright? But that was all caught on camera. Okay? It was caught on Target 12 and it was also caught on a police body cam. Okay? That wasn't right. Okay? At all. It wasn't right. Okay? And you want a mayor like this in the city, and you want a mayor like this in office? Are you kidding me? Yeah, no. I am kind of really upset about that. Okay? Because, you know something, again, if I was the mayor of the city of Fall River, I wouldn't have screamed at her like that. Okay? Regardless of what she said to me, okay, I would say, ma'am, can I help you? Okay, I would say, look, you know, do you need a voucher to get back to where you come from? I would tell, look, I'm the mayor of the city of Fall River. I can help you with that. Okay? No, it was wrong. It was wrong. He could have been more respectful towards her. You know what I'm saying? Instead of disrespecting her and and telling her, oh, you should go back to Cumberland where you came from, or go look in the mirror. You think it's right? It's not right. Okay? He shouldn't be mayor of the city of Fall River. But I'm going to tell you, I want to hear an apology. If not, I'll be out there in November and I'll be protesting against him and asking him to resign from office. And believe me, I'd be out there protesting because that is my right. Okay, I'll be out there protesting and asking him to resign from office because it's, his lack of disrespect as mayor of the city of Fall River. Okay, all right. What a shame. Okay, it is. It's horrible. Okay, you got a mayor that disrespects a woman just because she was panhandling, just because she said something to him, and he didn't have to say anything back because can I help you? You know what I'm saying? But no, he didn't do that, okay? He doesn't really care about us, okay? He doesn't, okay? He doesn't really care about the taxpayers of the city of Fall River. All he's worried about listening to big banks, okay? All he's worried about listening to big banks and building market rate housing. Build market rate housing and have more homeless people in the streets, okay? And not say, in Somerset we have migrants in Somerset and everything else in hotels. People are trying to rent rooms. They can't rent them, okay? Because the hotels are full with migrants and everything else. Getting free food from restaurants. Getting aid from free aid and everything else from us, okay? But it goes to show you, man. It goes to show you. So, so leave our people homeless while these migrants, okay, can get free aid, free food, free this, free food stamps and everything else. So just leave us hanging. All right, that's how that works, right? No, something. The government should be taking care of their own, okay? They should be, okay? But no, they're not, okay? They're not taking care of their own, okay? So, but and again, and for me, yes, I am against giving money to Ukraine. I am against that, okay? Money should be helping out over here, okay? We have a homeless problem. We have opioid. We have a drug problem. I don't care about the marijuana stuff. Today I smelled marijuana outside. I nearly got high myself, but and started laughing. So, but the opioid and hard drugs, like the horse needles and stuff that's going on. That stuff. And the criminals, and actually the criminals that are pouring into this country, horrible. It is horrible. But anyways, it's 8:37. I have to take my shower pretty soon, and myself, I will be. Please share my videos out there. Please share it. Share my videos. Let's get this information out there because I'm gonna say, I have no respect for Coogan. I'll say it. I'm saying, I'm sorry. After what he had said to that woman, and I could imagine if I was a homeless or something, or any of my family was homeless or something, I could imagine what he would say to them. You know what I'm saying? But something though, why people are homeless is because of him and his market rate housing. Is because he favors more big banks and big banks. Okay, and that's it. Okay, so and again, we also get to this big tech stuff, big pharma and everything else. Price gouging, prices are so high and everything else. People can't afford anything. People are so fed up with this government, city government, federal government. People are just fed up with it. Okay, So you know something, we are here. We are going to make a stance, and we are going to make a statement. Okay, we are going to make it. Okay, you know something, the government needs to stand up and say enough is enough. We are going to take care of our people. That's it. Okay, our people. That's what we need to take care of, our people. Unless any migrants or anybody has any problems going over to Afghanistan, like or any problems in their country, they can fill an application out for asylum. Okay, they can sign a green card and then fill out an application here and become the citizen, become a citizen of our country. Okay, we welcome people, but have full out paperwork, please. Okay, full out paperwork. Become a citizen. Okay, that gives you rights to vote. That gives you rights for freedom. That gives you rights. Okay, to do whatever you want for until a certain extent. Okay, you know, gives you rights to work here. Okay, you don't have to worry about a thing. Don't come over here because because Joe said that things are free. Things are not free over here. You know what I'm saying, I work for a living, okay? And you know something? I have to pay for my food. I have to pay for my computers. I have to pay for my TV. I have to pay rent, okay? Things are not free over here, believe it or not, okay? If you think things are free over here, God bless you, okay? Because you know something? Joe had lied to you, okay? Joe had lied to you. Joe Biden had lied to you, and let me tell you something. You know something? The only reason why he brought you over here, so that way, and the only reason why he's doing all this, so that way you can vote for him. But you know what? Yeah, okay, whatever. But with that being said, but I'm gonna tell you, you know what I'm saying? It's sad, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna say it again one more time. It's already 8:41, and let me tell you this, okay? I'm going to say this one time, okay? I will be out there on the protest if oh, let's see. I mean, it's 8:42. My show's about to end. I have to do a few things tomorrow, and I have to work tomorrow, Friday. So, but hey, share my message, man. You know, share it. It's all good. But I really also want to let me see this. Let's see what else is going on here. See what else is going on before I leave here. Yeah, I still trust this man. Yep, I do. Let's see here. Jordan Sylvia is with Jennifer Rose Sylvia. Just brought my 8 and 10-year old $900 phone. Wow. Holy moly, $900 phone. Good luck with that, man. $900 phone. Oh, oh my gosh. Let's see what else is going on here. Let's see here. There was a couple of things that I actually wanted to. Let's see here. There was restaurants here that I wanted to do. I'm gonna be doing a show tomorrow, same time, at 6:47 tomorrow, 7 o'clock. I'm gonna be I'll be doing a show. I have a day off tomorrow, so I'm gonna be doing another show, and so that way I can. Let's see here. Okay, yeah. Jim Jordan confirmed his bid for Speaker of the House. Yeah, well, Jim Jordan, yes, he did. He confirmed it. So Jim Jordan's going to be actually running for Speaker of the House. And let me play this video here a bit. Let me see, because he was on the air earlier.
3 cups a day kind of guy. One in the morning and then maybe one later, but then one dessert at dinner. So I guess we're just normal Americans when it comes to coffee, Mark.
I suppose I'm right there with you. So how do you take yours? Do you drink it black? What do what do you like?
Depends. If it's usually just black coffee, particularly if I got a nice bowl of my mom's homemade ice cream or something like that, you know. But in the morning, it's one of those fancy ones sometimes. If I've worked out and everything and skipping breakfast, then I got to get the all the sugar and caramel and all that bologna they put in them.
Right. I was going to say,
Jim
are
Jordan.
you even thinking about breakfast with somebody like you who's incredibly fit? It's probably oatmeal a lot of times for you, I'm guessing, or eggs and something like that.
You know what? It's funny. What I normally do is I typically don't eat much all day long and then eat for like 2 hours straight in the evening. So I'll just go the whole day. But I tend to work out in the morning and get kind of rehydrate, get a cup of coffee, and then just go, and maybe a little something, a granola bar or something during the day, and then dinner.
Oh, there you go. So that's Jim Jordan. Jim Jordan was on the air. He was live, but he did put his bid in for Speaker of the House, and so he did do that. Let's see here. Fall River Housing Authority sees an increase in applications during current housing crunch. Wow, that's a lot. That is a lot. Donald Trump. Oh boy. Let's see here. What else is going on here? School committee, city councilor, formers, and mayoral debates is to take place ahead of Fall River multiple elections. Well, I hope Sam Sutter, again, wins. I hope there's a better turnaround in November where Sam Sutter wins this election, because I just don't feel that Mayor Paul Coogan should be elected for a fourth term. I don't think he should. I think again, Sam Sutter should be the top on the list to be the next mayor of the city of Fall River. So I hope there's a good turnaround with that situation. Fall River, October 3rd, 2023 is to giving voters an opportunity to hear from the candidates. Fall River community media and hosting firms, formals and candidates, school committees and city council debates and future candidates running for mayor in this year Fall River multiple elections on Tuesday. Well, that was on Tuesday, so that was pretty much set. So in November, there is going to be in November, there's going to be another debate for city council and for mayoral candidates for mayor, and we want to and I hope that that it turns around. But like I said, if Mayor Paul Coogan becomes mayor again, I will be out there protesting. I will be out there asking him to resign from office and everything, and resign immediately, unless he issues an apology to that woman. Unless he issues an apology to that woman, I want to hear an apology. I'm saying, because that's not right. Okay, I don't believe in disrespecting women the way he did. Okay. The way he did, just because she said something to him, he didn't have to say anything back to her. He could have said, "Hey, can I help you?" You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's harm in helping somebody? You know what I'm saying? People are struggling. Yes, a lot of people, our people, okay, are struggling. And you know why they're struggling is because they don't have places to live. That's why they're struggling. Okay, and it's not right. You know what I'm saying? And yes, I will criticize Mayor Paul Coogan. I will criticize him. Okay, and I have that right to criticize him. Okay, you know something? Under the First Amendment right, I have that right. Okay, and you know something? And he should apologize. Okay, he should publicly apologize. Okay, publicly. Okay, apologize. And I would say, okay, and I don't know who would agree with me on that, but that's my opinion. Apologize. Okay, apology comes a long ways in life. Apologize. Okay. You know, you got to, you know, you have to apologize. Okay. You got to apologize and say, hey, look, you know, he's got to admit that he was wrong for saying what he said to that woman, telling her to go back to Cumberland or go look in the mirror. He should apologize, okay, you know, and say, you know, look, you know what I'm saying, I'm sorry, okay, you know, for making that statement and comments like that, okay, but, you know, hey, everybody makes a mistake, but apologize. Apology comes a long ways, okay, you know, it comes a long ways. Apologies, you know, it's earned, okay, apology, it's earned. He didn't have to go off on that lady like he did, okay? He didn't have to, okay? He's the mayor of the city of Fall River, okay? The mayor of the city of Fall River is supposed to have respect for the people, okay? It's supposed to be for the people, and it's all about helping, okay? Not criticizing the people, but helping them, okay? All right? That's why I'm kind of like really upset about that, okay? You know, and it's hard, okay? Because, you know something? When I was growing up, okay, my parents, okay, my grandmother, they always told me, you know, regardless of somebody saying things to you, you still have respect for them, okay? You know, and ask them if they need help, okay? Regardless, okay? Regardless. Okay, you know, I mean, I was brought up that way. Okay, I'm Irish, Indian, German, and Portuguese. I'm 6% French, 1% region. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you know, and let me tell you, I mean, if I said those words, okay, regardless, believe me, my grandmother would jump all over me with that. Okay, she would. Okay, you know, Mayor Paul Coogan, you know, I think, you know, out of my opinion, I think you should issue an apology. Okay, issue an apology to that woman. That woman needs, regardless if she was panhandling or whatever she was doing or however she was talking back to you. You know something? You as mayor of the city of Fall River should have more brains than her. Okay, and said, hey, can I help you? Okay. And ask her for help. She probably didn't have any money to go back to back to her hometown. Okay, how would she get back to her hometown? She didn't have any money. You could have offered her a voucher or something, or you could have sent her somewhere to get a voucher to go back. So now, you know something. Now we as the public are asking you to have to publicly apologize. Okay, publicly. Okay, we want to hear a publicly apologize. Okay, if I don't hear apology, I'll be out in your city and I'll be protesting for you to step down, and that's my First Amendment right. So I mean, that's my right. You know, you need to apologize. You know what I mean? You're the mayor of the city of Fall River. Mayors are not supposed to talk like that to constituents, regardless wherever they are. I'm saying not supposed to, okay? You know, you're the mayor. You're in the public's eye. People hear that and everything. What are we going to think? Okay, wow, look at this mayor. Do we want this guy, do we want to vote this guy back in office again for mayor? You know what I'm saying? So that's what runs through our heads, okay? Okay, as taxpayers of the city of Fall River. So issue a public apology, and then, you know something, and that'll be the end of it. You need to apologize. Okay? Apologize. Okay? and we don't hear if we don't hear an apology, then we'll keep asking. You need to apologize. Publicly apologize, and that's it. You know, you don't go and say that to women like that. That's not right. You know what I'm saying? That's wrong. Okay, it's wrong. And Mr. Mayor, I will call you out on that. Okay, it's wrong. I mean, you know, would he say that to his wife? Would he say that to her? We don't know what goes on behind closed doors. You know what I'm saying? We don't know. You know, we don't know. We don't know. We don't know that. You know what I'm saying? You know, we don't know. I mean, how he is behind, behind closed doors. You know what I'm saying? I mean, no, that brings questions. You know what I'm saying? You know, if he can say that to a woman, imagine what he says to his wife. You know what I'm saying? You know, I mean that runs through our heads a lot. You know what I'm saying? You know, and we think, we're like, wow, you know what I mean? Do we need a mayor like that in the city of Fall River? Do we need someone like him as a mayor? You know what I'm saying? You know, that brings questions. You know what I'm saying? You know, questions. And mismanaging funds, that also brings a question up to a question. So, and I think I have a point. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I'm right straight to the point with things, and that's what I do. I mean, I criticize politicians, okay? I do. And again, we just want an apology, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? And, and again, if we don't hear about an apology, then, there will be a protest in the city asking you to resign and step down from office. So, I mean, that's all right. You know what I'm saying? We are taxpayers of the city of Fall River. Okay, we love our city. Okay, we love our city. Okay, we love us. We love our city, and we care about our city. Okay, we care about the people that live here, regardless if they're from Cumberland, Worcester, Westport, wherever they're from. We care about them. Okay, and we also care about the homeless people here in the city of Fall River. So, Mr. Mayor, think about what I said. Okay, think about issuing a public apology. Okay, that's what you need to do. Issue it. Okay, you know something? Get it off your chest. Issue a public apology. That's all we're asking for. Okay, after two deaths of two children, DCF plans to use new tools by 2023. It hasn't happened. After the deaths of two children who were in care of Massachusetts Department of Children and Family and reunified with family members of the state, plans to use a new tool to help determine the safety of these placements. But more than 2 years later, a tool still hasn't been implemented. Well, I do remember this kid, Jeremy Oliveira, David Almond, of how the Massachusetts Department of Child and Family responded in the wake of a child's death. Okay? I remember that. Okay? And let me tell you something, and I would not forget, okay, what happened to this young child, okay. I will not forget what happened to him, okay. This child was he was autistic, okay, and during the COVID, he was going to school. He was homebound and doing work on a computer, and this kid was actually found. Then later on, this kid was going to Durfee, and later this kid was found dead. Okay, I still can't wrap my head around this particular case, because this case, and again, I have two autistic adults myself, but I also have biological kids, but I also have two step kids that are autistic, and I still can't wrap my head around this. Okay, this poor kid, nutrition starving and starving, and also and then the house was feces, drugs, and everything else in it and everything. So I can't still wrap my head around that, But the idea was risk assessment of the tools of the first circulated in 2015. The report says that Bells, bonded by DCF, did not properly assess Bell's risky or her mom Rachel bonded ability to parent, closing the case early, and reports that the state. So actually, again, another kid was died under DCF's custody. Okay, another child. Okay, another child after the 2015 incident. Okay, with the autistic kid. I mean, when are these people, are going to, put in new tools? The Department of Social Services always says that they're going to be putting in new tools. Okay, they're going to issue new tools. When are they going to? When are they going to issue new tools? Okay, we need to have new tools to protect these children. Okay, to protect these children from harm. Okay, from abuse, and from all kinds. Okay, it's sad that we have to hear about this stuff. Okay, they unified these kids too fast to their parents. Okay, they unified them. Okay, before they unified them, they should wait. Okay, they should wait, hold on to their kids first until things are better. Okay, they should. Okay, it's the Department of Social Services sometimes could be negligent. They could be, what I'm saying, they could be negligent. And they unify these kids back home. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, this is not the only time that kids, been, a death in the DCF custody. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's not the first time, and it won't be the last. Okay, I mean, they should come up with new tools and say, look, you know what? Hey, we're not gonna unify your kids back to your home until we think it's safe enough to do so. Okay, because these kids go back home too fast. They do, and and to parents, and when they do, and now all of a sudden. Then all of a sudden something else happens. You know what I'm saying? These kids cannot be, going back home, okay, for a couple of months, okay, for a couple of months or two. Yeah, these kids should be staying in foster care until it's safe for these kids to actually come back home. It's sad, and again, again, there was another death of a child in Massachusetts Department of Child and Family reunified. You know what I'm saying? So another kid died. So that's probably maybe 100 of 50 kid, 50. That must have been it's another kid. And they let the Department of Child and Family, think it's okay. It's not okay. Okay, it's not okay. So it's not okay. So there's actually a big, huge example there that we have to investigate the Department of Social Services too as well, because I'm not saying that all social workers are bad. I'm not saying all supervisors are bad. You know what I'm saying? But there should be a formal investigation on the Department of Social Services, DCF, and and investigate them, and and check out their and grab all their records and stuff, and start checking their records too as well, because they're not they're not perfect either. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, they got skeletons in their closets too. The Department of Social Services too. When they go out and file when they go file and in protective order to take your child away from you, that child should be okay. Well, the judge will say, hey, look, you know what? The kid needs to be put in foster care. The kid, obviously that the kid is probably not eating at home and stuff like that. Sometimes it could be the boyfriend. Sometimes it could be anybody. I'm saying so. I mean, it's pretty sad that that this is becoming a so it's becoming a big, huge problem. Massachusetts is now becoming the next state to experience massive layoffs. Oh yeah, wonderful. That's great. 6 states are sending out stimulus checks in October. Tell us, should 18 and 20-year-old be prosecuted in juvenile court? Yes, I think so. Yes. 18-year-olds, they should be prosecuted as an adult. If they commit murder, they should be prosecuted as an adult. Whether if you're 16, whether if you're 13, whether if you're 14 years old, yes, they should be prosecuted at the full extent of the law. Because you know something? Because a lot of times now these juveniles are really getting away with murder. They're getting away with all kinds of stuff. They need to be prosecuted, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? So, and that'll be another thing. So, going on there too. So, the House Majority Leader Stephen Scull is to run for speakership after McCarthy's was ousted. Yeah, I mean, but so is Jim Jordan. Again, wants to actually run for Speaker of the House too as well. And that's it. And Fall River City Council killed and banned on plastic shopping bags here, and how they voted. Wow. Fall River City Council killed and banned on plastic shopping bags here. How they voted. Wow. Supreme Court has ruled 6 feet is reasonable distance to record. If they want us to move, they must put up tape. New Bedford and Fall River Police received a grant for body-worn cams. Good. Massachusetts residents is fighting terrible island decisions of the First Circuit. A place of Mary Landigo Little House on the Prairie sees Melissa Sue Anderson is now 61. Wow. 61 years old. The Green Media communication is online. Massachusetts Congressman reached to McCarthy being ousted as the House Speaker. Wow. Social Security is renewing overpayments and policies produced following the 25 investigative reports. 21,000.6 billion overpayments. Standoff with endangered armed man at Bristol County Hotel ends peacefully. Wow. It's pretty much Donald Trump breaking news, silence of being Speaker of the House. Oh, Donald Trump breaking silence on being Speaker of the House. Never seen before. Cancers are not appearing after COVID vaccines. A former Fall River church and town mills will be converted into market rate housing apartments. Wow, that'll be under Coogan's administration. if he's elected. But if he's elected, then I'm going to be asking him to step down from office. Shanbrew raises top their council race. Local Bristol residents is receiving 40 years prison sentence for the 2017 murder of her grandmother. Can you find the fourth object in this picture? No one can find the cup. I don't know where the cup is. Cup is up there in the corner. Oh my God. A couple sold their Providence interstate now that they want it back from the buyer. Here's why. New police officers welcome in Rochester. Massachusetts House passed a bill mandating salaries ranging in jobs adverse investment. Man brings puppy into the police station only to discover he's not puppy at all. Wow. Do not miss Ring Fire Solar. Dartmouth cop added to Massachusetts law enforcement in the memorial. Thank you for your service. Let me see this. Voters in New Bedford is narrow field by mayoral candidates who does delight saving times and end in 2023 when they set your clock back 1 hour. After a year sleeping outside, he is ready for a room. Will there be one available? Well, this is a homeless guy, and this is what we have been actually talking about, this homeless guy. So, goodbye, Columbus. Bill proposed in the People Day across Massachusetts. We love Columbus. Concerns raised by COVID resources in certain areas of Massachusetts. Why cell phones of America will receive alerts on Wednesday. Well, they will. We already did. Bear accidentally hit himself in the messing with an outdoor water tank. Expect to say this: Massachusetts restaurants and the best Chinese restaurants in the state. New trials, dates, and schedules for alleged campaign finance violation against Providence NAACP president. First responders safely rescued lost hiker dog in Fall River. Wow. Judge as Trump New York civil fraud trials slamming hands on bench loses his cool during the testimonies of this ridiculous. I don't believe that. Arriving hateness wants to work. Cut the red tape that's stopping them. Michael Strayton, his girlfriend, looks tiny to propose the GMA host and his striking his daughter. Wow. Thousands of legal immigrants are buying land in New Texas, land in the New Texas Development Report. Wow, my God. Whew. Yeah. Massachusetts nurse details violent attacks in a bid of a workplace prosecution. Well, I mean, there should be laws for people not to attack people inside hospitals either. Especially, again, like today, what we talked about. People shouldn't be attacking people, not even on public transportation either. People shouldn't be fighting on transportation either. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, there should be laws. A woman trying to collect rent takes matching to the face allegedly wielded an angry tenant. Well, well, pay your rent and pay your bloody rent. You know what I'm saying? And you won't be evicted out of your house. Okay? I mean, yeah. So pay your rent, and and you won't be evicted out of your house. So but hey, mills like Marshalls addressed COVID concerns or disputes by negative testings. Yeah, well, I mean that too. There's a lot of negative testings going on. People are testing themselves, but like I said, we haven't got any over here, so thank God for that. You know what I'm saying? So let's hope not. Things been up and up with that. So Bristol County man convicted in Fall River repeatedly molesting his pre-teen step grandson. Wow, what a freaking pig, man! Oh my gosh, oh my God, they should put him away for a long time. History footage of a California dreaming during the Vietnam War. Some people say its soldiers don't want to be. Yeah, Vietnam War. Yeah, it's pretty much in India Avenue of home set on Portsmouth residential sales records. Taking a look. Wow. Damn. Yeah, it is. It's a few hours here, so I want to make sure that the message gets out there quickly. You know what I'm saying? Please share my video. Let's get it out there. We have to get this message out there because we're just kind of like really sick and tired of the government they don't have their priority straight. You know what I'm saying? They keep doing what they're doing. This one blames this one, that one blames that one, and everybody blames everything. You know what I'm saying? In the whole world. You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Stop blaming people and let's get this country back on track. That's what we want. Okay? Get it back on track. But again, my show just has ended. It's 9:16. I didn't realize the time because I do much talking. But I just want to let everybody know, again, one more time, I think Mayor Paul Coogan should issue an apology, and I want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? Issue an apology. Mayor Paul Coogan do the right thing, issue an apology, and then we'll forget it, okay? Issue an apology. That's all we want. You know what I'm saying? Issue an apology, okay? And that's all I'm saying, okay? If not, then, we can proceed and move forward and have a process and have you removed from office. So thanks everybody for watching. Take care. Have a great night. This is Dave Mead, Fall River Media News. I always broadcast either outside, inside, and I always give straight up information. I always give the straight up information on what's going on here in the city of Fall River. Here's one of the new. I heard about him. I did. I heard about him, and I did. I heard about him. I think he's pretty good. I do. I think he's pretty good. I heard him talking, and I think I think he's good. So that's why I honestly we want to we want to vote for all new candidates. We do. We want to vote for all new candidates. Ricky Tiff, Joshua Tex, Joshua Tex. We want to, and with Bob Person and Paul Hott. We want to vote for all new candidates into office, and and try to get the rest of them out. I think he's pretty good. I heard of his name, and when it comes November, he all new candidates are going to be getting my vote anyway. So all new candidates, so they're all going to be getting that vote. So that's it. So, we can talk about that tomorrow. If we can talk about city councils tomorrow. If your Fall River needs to be washed with holy water. Needs to be washed with holy water. You know what I'm saying? It does. And I actually appreciate that. That there, and I agree. If anybody wants to get into, we talk about anything, anything that comes to our mind. Because this is just a talk show. That's why it's called Fall River Media News. So, tomorrow we can talk about city council candidates, and we can get into that too tomorrow night at 7, and we also can get back into the mayoral candidates too. But again, it's all I would want to say for the night, and it's already 9:20. So I want everybody to take care. Have a great night. If anybody wants to call in tomorrow night, my number is right on top on Fall River Media. You'll call in 774-309-0736, and let's hear what your thoughts are about all these candidates that are running for city council, all these candidates, and give me your thoughts if Mayor Paul Coogan should give publicly apologize to that woman for what he said to her, regardless of for what she said to him. So let me know tomorrow night what your thoughts are. You can also post your comments over here on this. Leave your comments. And just let me know what your thoughts are, and when I come on, I can also read your comments too as well. So take care, everybody. Have a great night, and we will speak to you soon. And God bless, and let's just say a prayer. Something. The only answer, God's in control, man. He is in control. So take care, everybody. Have a great night. Love you guys, and just let me hear what your thoughts are. If you agree that good night. If you agree that Mayor Paul Coogan should issue an apology, publicly and apologize to that woman for what he said to her. For what he said to her was wrong. So God bless you guys, and have a great night. You guys are great. I have a bunch of listeners here. I'm glad you guys came on. God bless you all. You guys, I love you guys. So, and also Jesus loves you too. And but take care. Have a great night.